Hi everyone. I have started to get a couple of inquiries about the midterm writing assignment, and that's a great thing because it is worth a ton in regards to the points in your class, and sometimes these big assignments can be a little confusing. So let's start with, where do I find the midterm writing assignment? Inside your course content, underneath the fourth module, is your midterm writing assignment. So what is it? Well, it's a paper in which you're going to examine a social problem. The easiest thing for you would be to pick a social problem that we tackle in this class. So drugs, violence, the economy. Pick something that really resonates with you. Racism, gender discrimination. There are just so many. So you need to look at two different perspectives on your topic. You can look at sociological perspectives, right? You can look at the conflict theory, or you can look at structural functionalism. You can look at the left and the right, the liberal and the conservatives. So look at two different perspectives. Make sure that those perspectives disagree with each other because you really want to present a whole picture of your social problem. And then you're going to propose a solution, or at least some step towards a solution, right? I don't expect you to be able to solve crime or the drug crisis or the economy, right? These are really tough problems. If they weren't, they wouldn't be social problems. We would have solved them. So some sort of movement toward that would be great. I have laid out for you how you go about writing this paper, right? Capture the reader's attention. Use sections of your essay to look at things. I've even given you some organization on how long your paper should be. As you're moving along in your paper, if you have a section that you want me to look at, if you want to bounce an idea off me, email me, please. I am more than happy to help you in the progress towards this paper. One of the big obstacles, I think, for students is the research aspect of it. Where do I go for research? What is good research? And so part of the thing that I want to go over with you today is, where do I even get research? Here is the SEC website. Right at the top, right here, is a little button that says library. There is so much in here. If you haven't clicked on this and poked around, do it. There is a ton of research and resources available to you that most students don't know about and never use. For the purposes of this paper, I want you to focus on the research section. We're doing research. Makes sense. The place that I find to be the most relevant for sociological topics is articles. By the times books are researched, published, and made available, sometimes their information can be a little outdated. Even your textbook, which is the new edition, is missing information that has happened in the last 2 years. So I love peer-reviewed journal articles. These articles are available in either an A to Z format or through library databases. My preference is to use a library database because it takes the type of articles and puts them into a topic, right? So you can go through Academic OneFile or Academic Search Complete. It is a wide swath of topics. The ones that I like the most are the ones that are specifically psychology or sociology based, right? There's a social science full text and a psychology collection, psych articles. Let's start with psych articles. So if you were interested in perhaps looking into the social problem of drugs, you could just use the search drugs. I will caution you on using too much in this search field. So drugs in America with teens, right? You're going to get less. So just start with drugs, or start with violence, or start with whatever you're looking at. Now here you have just lists of articles that are based on drugs. So I just start by eliminating anything that doesn't have a full text that I can see, right? Because then finding the article is difficult. But just looking in this idea, right, you wonder, let's see. Some of them are more medical, right? What is the effects of THC and CBD on a rat? That's not really going to help us in regards to social problems. But something like taking psychiatric medications among veterans might be something that resonates with you and might lead to a topic, right? Stigma around mental health, which is kind of different than drugs, right? But whatever it leads you. Once you have this open, I wanted to point several things out to you. The abstract. This was a study. The objective of the study was to identify why veterans are not utilizing the mental health services that are available to them. So in this, you can see that 200 veterans completed an anonymous questionnaire, and they used that questionnaire to do their research. So scroll through the article. Not a huge article, something that might be of use to you in your paper. If it is, email it to yourself. I have found that when you bookmark an article or you just copy down the title of an article, it's not always easy to get back to it. So email it to yourself. It's just a good use. Now over here on this column on the right-hand side, there's this little button called Cite. Click on it. Within it, you have cites. There is your APA format citation. This is what you need to put at the bottom of your article. The work is already done for you. So use that at the bottom of your paper rather than having to use an APA citation generator, which I've directed several of you to. As you're going through this, reach out to me. I want to hear from you and I'm here to help. I hope this makes it a little bit clearer, and let me know.